Yep.
Okay, it's Killer J here.
And Phase on God 420.
And for Stifler Benoit, reviewing Metroid Prime 3,
Corruption.
And,
For the Wii, released in 2007.
And it was a super awesome game. You should buy it.
Yeah. So, one thing, the Metroid Prime games are really good games. They're definitely games that have aged well. And one thing that Metroid Prime 3 has that's new to the game is motion controls. The motion controls for your advantage. Hey, Austin.
Yeah, and the cool bosses in the game too. And
Yeah,
like the arch nemesis. Who?
Meta Ridley. Like you fight the Ridley battle in this game is where you go down. You're falling down a shaft and facing him while you're fighting him while going down a giant shaft.
Yeah, and there's good graphics in this game.
Yeah, especially yeah. I honestly want to see the Metroid Prime trilogy remastered on the Switch.
Yeah, I would like to see it on PS4,
on it. Yeah.
Xbox One.
Yeah. And one thing that's new about this game is that now you have dialogue and all that. Like you have voice acting in the game.
And the Metroid Prime is actually a girl too.
Samus Aran.
Really hot, man.
Yeah. I don't know if Paul's seen that video where that guy called her a boy.
Yeah. Now Sarah's probably one of the reasons I started having a thing for blonde girls.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's really fit too, and she's got boobies. Showed me the little action figure about it there.
Oh
yeah.
Shit.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah.
I think Phase On needs some lotion, some cream, and some Kleenex.
Yeah.
And the controller.
The controller.
So a new thing in Metroid Prime 2 Corruption there is that instead of going on one planet, you have a hub there where you go to multiple planets. Each planets that you go to, there is Brito, Norion, Skytown Elysia, and the Pirate Homeworld. And eventually you go to GFS Valhalla and Planet Phase, the final area of the game.
Yeah, this game was awesome to watch him Fazan play.
Yeah. You start off starting game. You start off with the power beam, charge beam, space jump boots, the morph ball bombs, and the missile. No, not missiles, but you get them in the GFS Olympus. But
we also found some glitches in the game too.
Yeah, there's a lot. Mostly the other games there, but but some of the other upgrades in the game, there is the grapple lasso, which you could use to rip off ledges, like rip off doors and all that.
And there's always a lava armor repair shit.
Well, let me explain. Let me say my thing. Like there's the gunship has a brand new design in this game, by the way. So and the gunship has upgrades. You get the missiles where you could blow up things and all, and then they get the ship grapple where you could use it to lift things ruffle off the ground there. Look, yeah.
Like it went far ways to like the other Metroid Prime from all the way from Nintendo 64, Nintendo.
It wasn't even on Nintendo 64, Paul.
No, it was never on Nintendo, but it was on Nintendo, I think.
It was on NES. SNES, they skipped 64 and Wii U. Those were the only areas they skipped.
Yeah.
And Metroid Prime 4, they're actually hiring a really good development. Like they got creators from GTA and Call of Duty in there.
Yeah, it is almost like playing Call of Duty when you're playing Metroid Prime, but every door you have to go through, you have to shoot them.
Yeah.
All over, every Metroid Prime is like that.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Yeah. You have returning items, like you got the boost ball, which is returning from the other games, where you could use it for half pipes. You also have the spider ball, where you could get going like rails. You also use the boost ball to boost on other spider ball tracks.
Yeah.
Yeah, you also for after you beat the after being Nori on there, you get the PED suit, which gives you hyper mode and gives you hyper mode.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You can shoot which hyper mode there. You eject an energy tank, which it takes energy tanks to use the weapon. Yeah. Yeah, you also get other beams as well. You get the plasma beam.
Yes.
That's like the Metroid Prime, but now has a new welding mechanic where you can weld wires and all that with the plasma beam.
Yeah, the plasma beam is the last weapon.
No, it's not. No, it's actually the second weapon in the game.
Oh, so what is the last one then?
It's in the first one. That's in the last one. The first, there's the power beam, and then the hyper beam.
And what's the lava beam?
The plasma beam is lava beam, but you also get another upgrade called the Nova beam, which the Nova beam basically is kind of like the wave beam.
Yes.
Wave beam infused with the plasma beam.
I like the aliens in this game. They're pretty cool.
Yeah. There's also 3 bounty hunters in the game. There's Rendus, where you get who uses ice, and then you get Gore, who's like a cyborg, and has a plasma weapon. And you get a shapeshifter that's like Mystique from the Marvel universe. There, her name is Gandrada. It's like pink or something, like a pink version of Mystique.
Yeah.
Rendus there reminds you of Frozel from The Incredibles.
Yeah.
But plus, after Nori on there, you fight Rendus and Brio later on, and you get his upgrade, the ice missile.
Yeah.
The ice missile, you can shoot acid and create platforms. You can also freeze enemies. Yeah.
Yes, you can.
The ice missiles were also in Metroid Fusion.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Remember me and Phazon reviewed that there.
Upgraded the plasma beam.
Yeah. I like the areas in this game. The areas are pretty cool. The areas and the variety of areas, the monsters are pretty cool. The aliens in that there is pretty cool.
Yeah. One of my favorite bosses is the fight with Meta Ridley.
Yeah.
Where you're falling down the shaft.
I like the boss fight where you're fighting and falling down the shaft and you're shooting the boss there. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that one, Ridley, Meta Ridley.
That one, Ridley, yeah, is pretty cool.
Yeah. You also, one thing I like that's really cool now, you have the command visor where you command your ship to do things.
Oh yeah.
This is almost Metroid Prime. You can see the hand too.
Yeah.
You can see the gun.
One thing you could actually in Metroid Prime 3, you get the X-ray visor for Prime 1 returning.
Nice.
You can now with the Nova beam there, you can do one-hit kills on enemies. Plus, if you look at the X-ray visor, Samus is holding a trigger inside the arm cannon.
Yeah, and
the arm cannon that I got.
And this gamer right here, he doesn't die on none of the Metroid Prime games.
Yeah.
That's something.
Yeah, that's something indeed.
Yeah, the boss fight, the final boss fight is actually the final boss fight of the game. There, Dark Samus. There, yeah, the final boss fight isn't that great, but it's still pretty fun. Like Dark Samus, you face Dark Samus, and then you face her the second phase. You fight Dark Samus infuses herself with the corrupted Aurora unit.
Yeah, I guess the creators were pretty messed up. They had to make a twin to make a good boss, eh?
Now, Dark Samus is actually a clone of Samus that absorbs Samus' power suit.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Phazon suit. Yeah.
Yeah, Phazon suit was the shit.
And now with the hyper mode there, you actually get upgrades in this game. There's the hyper ball, which is basically it's like a force field around the ball that electrocutes enemies like an electric attack. Then there's hyper missiles, which is just like the super missiles.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and then the last hyper beam upgrade is the ship grapple, the hyper grapple, where you could pull off destroy Phazon crystals.
Yeah. The only time they had Samus in a game was on the Smash Bros. On the N64.
Yeah, that's the only 64 Samus game, yeah. And Dark Samus is actually probably one of my favorite antagonists besides Ridley.
Yeah. Ridley's iconic. Ridley's iconic in the Metroid series.
Track of how many Metroid games there is. I think there's 9 that exist.
Actually, Metroid 2: The Return of Samus, there's Super Metroid, Metroid Fusion, Metroid Zero Mission, Metroid Samus Returns, Other M, Metroid Prime 1, 2, 3, Pinball, Hunters, and Federation Force.
Federation is not even
13 of them. 13 of them.
Yeah. That's even bigger than Halo.
Yeah. Halo had 5 Halo games plus Halo ODST and Halo Reach.
Yeah.
I can't play Halo. It's too complicated. I don't like the multiplayer. Everyone kills me on that game. And when I play Call of Duty there, I'm always number 1. And no, Halo, I can't play that one.
Yeah.
If you get
100% ending in this game, you actually have like a secret ending where they show Silex going after Samus.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
So, and Prime 4 there, Prime 4 is supposed to focus on Samus and Silex as well.
For sure.
I can't wait till I can play Prime 4, man.
If it comes out, that's the thing. I want it to come out there, but Retro Studios is just freaking taking a nap there.
Yeah. You know something? They're in the pre-alpha state of the game now.
Yeah, well, they should be in the finishing stages pretty soon, hopefully in 2021.
Yeah, like sooner, like when they're in, like they might get a trailer eventually, like really soon, man.
Yeah, hopefully in 2020.
And maybe like in December we might see something.
Yeah, we're in 2020 right now.
Yeah.
I would also like to see the Metroid Prime trilogy released on the Switch, like an HD remaster, Metroid Prime trilogy remastered.
Yeah, that'd be cool seeing that HD.
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
you did it
I could play it.
But every Metroid Prime since it began, they always had the top notch of the graphics.
Yeah, Metroid Prime changed the game a lot because it was the first Metroid game that was in 3D, and it was first in a first-person perspective.
Oh yeah, it was.
Operated from the Wii.
Yeah.
The third one was on the Wii.
Like if I had a Wii, I would buy Metroid Prime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why they had the Metroid Prime trilogy on the Wii. That was good when they had that.
Yeah.
It was good when they had that. If they could do it on Switch, it would be nice, sir.
Hey, you should get on the Wii U eShop, man, if you still have your Wii U.
I still have a Wii U, just have to plug it in there.
Yeah, it'd be awkward playing that on Wii.
Yeah, you should really do a review of the other 2 games as well.
Yeah, if I can get a hold of them, yeah, I can.
Right,
like $30 on the eShop, man, digitally.
Okay.
Alright.
Yeah, but
I got No More Heroes 1 there on the Switch, sir. If they could put No More Heroes, they could put Metroid Prime on there. On the Switch.
Yeah. Metroid Prime, I like to see Metroid Prime 3, especially working with motion controls there, since we've seen in 3D also how Mario Galaxy worked well with the motion controls with the started pointer.
Yeah, that's good.
I can see it working well. I could also see them using a twin stick style controller where you use the right analog stick to move the camera around. Yeah, those could be used with the analog stick.
A little tweak from the next version.
Yeah, like you could just do
Yeah, alright.
You could just use some more. You could just while using the grapple lasso.
Alright, that is it for your Metroid Prime free review. So that is it for now.
This is Phase Out God. It's
Phase out.
Phase Out God is phasing out.
Peace.
Peace.